Hello and welcome to another awesome how-to with Steve. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a lawn torch. What's a lawn torch? Well, it looks something like this. Okay, so first things first, you're going to need a heat source and some place to melt your wax. Once you've got those two things, you're going to want to take your wax, something like this, a large candle. Now you're going to want to break your wax into small chunks like this to make it faster to melt. You don't have to do this step, but it'll make it easier. Put it in your heat source, or put it in your pot. Light your heat source. Now once your wax is partially melted or all melted, you're going to want to take your strip about 1 inch by 6 inches and put it in here and let it soak up the wax. Okay, so you're going to want to get a nice soak in there. Making sure there's lots of wax on your cloth. Don't burn yourself. It shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too hot, but you know, still be careful. Then let it drip a bit. Get out the extra wax. It'll drip for a while. Then you're going to want to roll it into a cylinder shape like this and let it sit for a while to dry. If it doesn't stay in the cylinder shape, that's okay. We'll fix it later. For now, all you want is for the wax to set. If you want to blow on it or put it in a fan or something, put it in front of a fan, that'll work too. So now once it's cooled slightly, it'll be pretty hard and firm like this, you can see. If your seam isn't perfect yet, you can just take some extra wax or something and melt it in there with a lighter or your main heat source if you prefer. Just keep that seam in there, because that'll be important later when you go to burn this. Just make sure that it melts in there, just to hold it together. Doesn't need to be a lot of wax. There, something like that. Great. Now for the fun part, lighting it on fire. Just heat up the edge of it, and it'll do the rest. Look at that burn. It'll get quite a bit bigger yet. Far more impressive. And it'll work great as a garden torch. And then later on, to put it out, just make sure you cover it up all the way and it'll put it out. Now you got to be careful though, because it might come back on if you open it up too soon. So make sure that it's good and out before you take the lid off. Yeah, and that's how you make a lawn torch.